Hi students, hope you all are very fine at home and you are giving a befitting reply to COVID-19 by staying at home and following the guidelines prescribed by our health ministry. So today you must be thinking about this different background altogether, because the thing is that the room where I have done my first video that has been taken by my son who is watching his favorite cartoons on TV, and today I have to come to my study. Yes, this is the study where I get chance to read something and prepare something. What you are thinking now? You're thinking about study room? Well, there is no English word like study room. Like for example, you must have heard these words that we say bedroom, we say bathroom, we say dining room or dining hall. But have you heard ever anyone saying that this is my kitchen room? No, you haven't heard it. Right. So there is no word like study room in English. Study room is a completely wrong English which we Indians generally do. So whenever you have to say that this is my study room, what you have to say? This is my study. Suppose for an example, if you want to speak that this is my study room where I study, it's completely wrong in English. What you have to say? This is my study where I study. So is it clear? So next time when someone visits your house, what will you say to him while showing your study? What you will say that this is our study? No room. This is our study. So well, moving forward a bit ahead towards the chapter, today we are going to read a poem, and the name of the poem is The Road Taken by Robert Frost. Regarding Robert Frost, he is an American poet who used very ordinary things to reach and to gain some unextraordinary things in our lives. Through his poems, he wanted to give us the insight about life, that what we need to do and what we need to understand. But before I start teaching you anything, could you please tell me what is the difference between a poem and a prose? Yeah, I'm asking to you. Don't look confused, just give it a hint. What? I can't hear you, please be loud. What did you say? Chalo, well, I'm telling for you. See, the basic difference between a prose and a poem is that in a prose we generally write sentences, we write paragraphs. Whereas in a poem, or in American pronunciation we say poem. So whereas in a poem we have lines and stanzas. So I guess you have understood the difference between a prose and a poem. So before starting to teach or before starting to enjoy this particular poem, The Road Not Taken, let me tell you that it is from the book Behind the Same Book, which we did in the last class, and it is the first chapter. In the first chapter, the first poem is The Road Not Taken by Robert Frost. So when we will meet in school, we will talk about in details about the life and the works of Robert Frost in detail. But for the time being, I am just concentrating about this particular poem, and the poem is The Road Not Taken. Well students, one more example I'll have to give you regarding the difference between a prose and a poem. So whenever we read any poem, like you might have read so many poems in the childhood, in the kindergarten classes, later on also in the life. Like suppose if I take the example of Jack and Jill. Jack and Jill went up the hill to fetch a pail of water. Jack fell down and broke his crown. Jill came tumbling after. So whenever we recite any poem, there is a rhythm which keeps on going. We follow a particular rhythm to heighten the importance, the beauty of a particular poem. Whereas when we read a prose, we read prose in a different manner, where we give prose, where we give stress to a particular word. And in simple words, we can say that the difference between a prose and a poem is that whenever we recite any poem, it has to be in a particular rhythm, whereas in a prose that is not found easily. Yeah, in the higher classes you may read some poem which doesn't have any rhythm at all, but that is, we will read it later, which is also called blank verse. So as I cited you an example of Jack and Jill. So before moving on to this particular poem of ours, The Road Not Taken, could you tell me a few meanings of the few words which you have read so long back? Like for example, when we say Jack and Jill went up the hill, to fetch a pail of water. So could you tell me what is the meaning of fetch? Yes, F-E-T-C-H, fetch. What is the meaning of pail? P-A-I-L, pail of water. What? And Jack fell down, broke his crown. Now could you tell me what is the meaning of crown? So well, I will be sharing the meaning of these all. That what is the meaning of fetch and how it is different from bring. What is the meaning of pail and what is the meaning of crown. So right now let me tell you the difference first. When we talk about fetch, the difference between fetch and bring is that in Hindi if you say bring means lana and fetch means jaakar lana. For example, I have this mic with me. So if someone asks for this mic, they will say bring me the mic. But right now you know that I don't have my mobile with me. So if you ask me to bring my mobile, then what will you say? Fetch and bring your mobile. Or in simple Hindi we can say bring means lana and fetch means jaakar. Now when we talk about pail, the meaning of pail means bucket, which is in Hindi called balti, and crown means mukut also. And one more meaning of crown is there, that the meaning of crown is the upper part of head. So when Jack fell down and he broke his crown. Yes. So I think you have not given importance to these words while you learned this so many years back in your kindergarten school. So moving forward towards the chapter, rather I should say the poem, The Road Not Taken. First I would like to show you some photographs and I would like to know how you feel and what exactly the feeling you have while watching these pictures. Well students, you have gone through the pictures I guess. So what exactly the views? Which ideas came to your mind on seeing the trees, the road? You might have seen the road, the difference between roads rather than trees. You must have thought about that this poem is related to something related to the woods. So well, do you know the meaning of woods first? W-O-O-D-S. Yes, you are right. The meaning of woods is lakdi. But what is the other meaning of woods? Well, the other meaning of woods is forest. You must have heard this word jungle. So regarding jungle, let me tell you that this jungle used to be an Indian word earlier, but later it was considered as an English word, which we generally say as an Indian English word. But if we talk about the standard English for this particular jungle in Hindi, then we often used to say forest or woods. So before starting to go with the poem stanza wise, or you can say line by line explanation, I would like to tell you the gist of the poem first. And maybe in the next class of ours, which will be in continuation with this particular class, I will teach you the meaning line by line and I would explain the thing in terms of stanzas. So first, the gist of this particular poem, The Road Not Taken. Well, right now you are in class 9, right? So could you tell me which subject which you have opted for in class 9 and 10? No, you are not getting my words. I am asking in terms of Hindi, Sanskrit, or now we are already in a way or in a process to start German language in our school also. Yes, you have listened it right. I told German language. So now there will be an option for you all to choose either English or Hindi or German language in your class 9 and 10. So my question is to you is that when you think about something, say suppose if you have decided to take Hindi, do you think that in class 10 will you be able to change that Hindi instead of German or instead of German Sanskrit? No, you can't. So this particular poem talks about the choices we make in life which we generally do after a lot of musing, after a lot of thinking. When we talk about thinking, you must have thought to become something in life. Now someone might among you have thought to become a doctor, someone might be an engineer, And I know very less of you have thought to become a teacher. I don't know why. You might be thinking that well, the profession of teaching is not as good as being doctor or an engineer, but that is not true. I'm telling you, there is a dearth of teachers all over the world. And if you are a good teacher, if you are teaching in a good school like Delhi Public School, it's a very big school and where you can do a lot many things. Like the initiative which we have taken under the guidance of our Honorable Principal Madam, Dr. Sarita Sinha. So talking about the choices of life. Now suppose if you want to become a doctor, after class 10, what will you choose? Yeah, you are right. You will take biology in class 11 and 12. But suppose after a certain moment of time or after certain years, after 5 or 10 years, you thought that well, I wish I could have taken something else instead of biology. Then were there any chances to come back? It means what in a way, when we do the things, we need to understand that what exactly we want to do, because the things which we do have some repercussion in the coming days also. Suppose if I start thinking about that, okay, I want to be an engineer and I have taken maths, I have taken physics, I have taken chemistry and all, but I have not taken biology. So do you think after 4 or 5 years will I be able to be a doctor? No. But yeah, you can say yes in that way, where you have to do again the whole thing again. But it sometimes feel very awkward and very unrealistic. Because after a certain moment of time, you can't come back to the previous decision which we have taken. Why? Because one road lead to the other lead to the another road, and then it goes like this. So here also the poet is talking about two roads, which he is standing, suppose, just before the woods. That is the jungle or the forest, and two roads are inside, and the poet is thinking which road to choose. And after a lot of thinking, what he chose the road? He chose that road which was not taken by most of the travelers. Why? Because it wanted where? It felt to the poet that if he chose that road which very less people have taken, it would be exciting for him, and not only exciting, he might be able to do a lot many things in that particular road if he takes it. So this is a simple poem where we talk about the choices in life, because one choice affects the other affects the another one. Like this way, it's a chain reaction. It is very, not I should say impossible, but rather it is very difficult to come back to that particular point from where you have taken a wrong decision, or say for an example, you have chosen a different path which lead to a different world altogether. So this is the gist, that the poet wants to take a road among two roads. He is a bit confused. He takes the road which is not taken by most of the people, and he keeps the other road for some other day, though he says that it is not possible to come back to that particular spoke at night of life, rather not night of life, where he has to take the other road. So he had said that he had skipped the road for some other day, and the road which he takes, it is full of adventure, it is full of challenges. Why? Because on that particular road, not many people have walked up. And simultaneously we will think and we will read also that what had happened when he takes the road which has taken he has taken the road which has been taken very less by the people. So we'll meet again with the explanation stanza wise. Till then, you think of the choices in life and what and how one choice leads to the other. Thank you for now.